This is Jim Sawyer for CapitalismInCrisis.org. Communism has evolved. Remember the old Soviet system? It crashed in 1991. In place of markets, Soviets used quotas fashioned by committees. Never mind what citizens actually wanted or needed. Stuff was chosen for them by bureaucrats instead. Of course, when the price system is undermined, disastrous consequences may follow. For the Soviet system, economic and political revolution was among the outcomes. Suppose a few decades ago you were managing a tractor factory in the Soviet era, and your bureaucrat uncle sat on a committee making production decisions you resented. If you could get him to change course, then your factory situation, even your situation, might improve. Tragically, however, any favorable outcome you might experience could come at the cost not only of tractor overproduction, but even also automobile underproduction. Bad allocations certainly were the Achilles heel of 7 decades of Soviet mismanagement. But wait, there was even more bad news. Suppose, to forestall shutdown of your factory, you raid its finances and pay off your relative. Now, tragically, on top of misallocations, your factory's problems are exploding more seriously than ever before, to include fraud, corruption, even tyranny. Is there a way Marxists can save themselves from failings such as these? Well, actually, Chinese communists have moved beyond where the Soviets were. Consequently, the Chinese have become much more successful economically. Probably you don't remember any world-class corporate brands associated with the old Soviet Union. That's not the case for China, however. Think, for instance, of Alibaba or Hare or Lenovo or a host of others. Well, let's recap primary differences between these two flavors of communism. Simply put, while both eschew democracy, the Chinese embrace markets. So long as their system determines politically what is to be made, then their market economy generally is quite good at determining how it will be distributed and how it should be made productively and efficiently. Trade and political tensions aside, does this mean our U.S. system and the Chinese system are moving somehow closer together? Well, perhaps. Ike, who cuts my hair just right, is a go-to source to learn about what Christian conservatives may be thinking. Recently, he weighed in on a crucial question, unleashing what follows. How did he come by it? Well, perhaps initially it came down from his pastor, seasoned with ample conversations with parishioners, customers, family members, and friends. No doubt the internet played a crucial role also. Remember from the Bible, Israel for a time had kings? Do you remember righteous King David? Ike asks. Well, perhaps America now needs someone to direct us, not unlike the good King David. Wow! Time to discard our democracy to the dustbin of history? Well, one wonders. In the meantime, I'm searching for a less authoritarian, more constitutionally grounded hairdresser. Hopefully when I find them, they will also cut hair as brilliantly as Ike. So here's the point. So much rides not just on how we are doing today, but upon how succeeding generations will be doing tomorrow, next year, the following millennia. To move toward a beneficent future, a myriad of planning and funding decisions must be made, such as what our society shall make. That is, how much our society shall allocate to things such as medical care, higher education, and retirement. Will we fund and build vastly more miles of superhighway, for instance? Or will America move instead toward greater reliance upon public transit? This is where the economic also becomes the political, and vice versa. If we go down the pathway Ike is favoring, Chinese-style totalitarianism could be in the offing, could be the wave of the future for large decisions affecting coming generations, impacting irreversible choices we will be making for those who follow after us. What might we offer? What cost might we, the people, be willing to bear to forestall this sort of totalitarianism? Well, for me, it rides literally upon words from a bumper sticker favored by many military veterans. Freedom, the sticker admonishes, really isn't free. From Boulder, Colorado, this is Jim Sawyer for CapitalismInCrisis.org.